Hello students, let us start today's topic my childhood, and this chapter it is an extract from APJ Abdul Kalam's biography Wings of Fire, and this is an extract as I have told you. Who was APJ Abdul Kalam? He was the president of India. Now let us start this chapter, this lesson, my childhood. So first of all, let us know about the lesson. APJ Abdul Kalam's biography was titled with the Wings of Fire, as I have told you, and this is the cover page of this book. And the chapter My Childhood talks about the childhood and of APJ Abdul Kalam. He was the president of India and great scientist too. APJ Abdul Kalam, in this chapter, he talks about his upbringing, his parents and siblings. He tells us about his friends and all those things that influenced his childhood. Let us know some more information about APJ Abdul Kalam. So the full name of APJ Abdul Kalam was Abul Pakir Jainuddin Abdul Kalam, and he was born on 15 October 1931, and he was an aerospace scientist who served as the 11th president of India from the year 2002 to 2007, and he was born and raised in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, and studied physics and aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as the scientist and administrator, mainly at the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) and Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO) and was intimately involved in India's civilian space program and military missile development efforts. He thus came to be known as the Missile Man of India for his work and development of ballistic missile and launch vehicle technology. He also played a technical and political role in India's Pokhran 2 nuclear tests in the year 1998, the first since original nuclear test by India in the year 1974. Kalam was elected as the 11th president of India in the year 2002 with the support of both the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party and the then opposition Indian National Congress. Widely referred to as People's President, he returned to his civilian life of education, writing the and public service after a single term. He was recipient of several prestigious awards, including the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. Delivering a lecture, how he was died while delivering a lecture at the Indian Institute of Management, Shillong. Kalam collapsed and died from an apparent cardiac arrest on 27 July 2015 when he was 83-year old. Thousands, including national level dignitaries, attended the funeral ceremony held in his hometown of Rameshwaram, where he was buried with his full state of honors. Here, this is the picture 1 week before his death. Now, let us start the chapter My Childhood. Before starting this chapter, let us know about that. The title of the, is it appropriate? My Childhood. My Childhood. This title of this chapter. Yes. Why? Because in this chapter we find out the description of the childhood of APJ Abdul Kalam. Then the theme of, what is the theme of this chapter? The theme of this chapter is that the peace and harmony of the society, how we should maintain, how can we maintain. Then the characters, here are 3 main characters in this chapter. First, APJ Abdul Kalam himself. Second, his parents, who has affected him a lot. And third is his science teacher, Sivalingapuram, who has also affected APJ Abdul Kalam a lot. Now let us start the summary. Let us know the summary of this chapter. So we know that APJ Abdul Kalam was a very great scientist and he is known as the Missile Man of India. So in this paragraph, in the beginning of the chapter, we find out, we have the information that where he was born. He was born in a middle class Muslim family in the year 1932 in the island town of Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. In his childhood, he was greatly influenced by his parents, his teachers and his friends. His father Jainuddin was not much educated, but he was very generous and kind person. He was not rich, but provided a secure childhood to Abdul and his brothers and sisters. Abdul inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father and faith in goodness and deep kindness from his mother. Kalam earned his first wages by working as helping hand to his cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspaper in Rameshwaram. In his childhood, he has three close friends. In his childhood, he has three close friends: Ramananda Sastri, Arvindam, and Shiv Prakasam. And once, when he was in fifth, these are the name of the friends: Ramanand Sastri, Arvindam, and Shiv Prakasam. All these boys were from the Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. So, and when he was fifth standard, A new teacher asked him to sit in front row along with the high caste of Brahmin boy. When a new teacher asked him not to sit, sorry, his teacher said to him not to sit in front, not to sit in the front row along with the high caste Brahmin rows boys. Abdul found Ramanand Shastri weeping as he went to the last row. This made a long lasting impression on APJ Abdul Kalam's mind. Abdul was greatly influenced by his science teacher, Shiv Subramaniam Iyer. Sorry, I have told Shiv Lingapuram, but its correct name is Shiv Subramaniam Iyer. And he was he what he learned from him. He learned the lesson of breaking social barriers from him. How he learned this? Here, this is the incident when the teacher, his new teacher, when he was fifth standard, his new teacher told him to sit to the back bench, and then his the senior teacher Lakshman Sastri summoned him, called him, and told him, make him understand that this is the poisonous act to spread the social inequality. It should not be tolerated, it should not be done by a teacher. And then he was understood all these things. So this incident has been described here. And then uh, now here we find the description that my science teacher Shiv Brahmin Iyer, though he was also from a orthodox Brahmin family, but what he learned from him to break the social barriers from him. How he learned this from him? This is the incident he has described, that one day he has invited him again, two times he has invited, and in first time his wife denied to serve him, and because she was not liking him to come or to go him, or because he was a Muslim. But second time she herself served him the food. So how he was very much inspired by his science teacher Shiv Brahman Iyer, and as I have told you that he learned from him the lesson of breaking social barriers from him. Iyer invited him, as I have told you, and in this way uh, he was successful to change the conservative attitude of his wife, his teacher, through this incident. Now the fire education, for the higher education, he he was to leave the Rameshwaram to the study for the hires. And this is the last paragraph of this chapter, that how his father told him. His father said a very famous line, that Abdul, I know you have to go away to grow. Does the eagle not fly across the sun alone and without a nest? To his hesitant mother, quoting a Gibran, his father said to his mother that your children are not your children. They are sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. So with these lines, this chapter ends. So this is the chapter. This is the summary of this chapter. That's all. Thanks a lot for watching. God bless us all.